seem so far away. You give me all that I don't fade. I don't wanna go to war. You don't wanna give me peace. I can never leave you alone, even when I'm overseas. If I gotta do a show, you coming with me. Baby girl, you a prime time. I don't care if everybody see. Couple weeks I had to leave, now coming back off road. Tell me you love me and tell me you love me.
The good news is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field.
Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Chicago Bears.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. First carry for Rachaad White.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Oh, boy, Derrick Henry shaken up after that last play and in some discomfort down there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Mechie, the man in motion.
First down, here's White.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. You look at this Bears defense.
They've certainly had their struggles against the run. At the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Xavier Worthy
with career touchdown number 60.
And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Looking to put a drive together. To the air, Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And they get him down before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Ready, set up.
On play action, here's Williams. Pass complete to Lovely. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Ready, set up.
They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 8 more yards this time, coming off back-to-back first down pickups.
The Bears at 2-10 now on the year. And they come in the midst of a season-crushing losing streak. It's up to 9 games now.
And this is a team that's not shown much consistency during this losing streak because they've never really looked like they've been ready to play. You question their motivation, you wonder what's going on with them. And I don't have a PhD in psychology, but the body language, it's awful.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ready, set up.
Over the middle, complete. That's more. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. That's complete right side to Kmet.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
At the 5-yard line.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Ready, set up.
Here's Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run.
Touchdown, Bears! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago. Their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along. And from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively. And this team now has an identity. And they're playing to it and playing well.
That's caught right side by Worthy.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And Mahomes will do it himself.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 7.
Mahomes now to throw. He gets this one to Mechie. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. You know what else happened on that play? He just went past 45,000 career passing yards.
He's going to cherish that moment, but he's also going to celebrate it with so many different people. Guys he's playing with currently, guys he's played with in the past, especially offensive linemen who've kept him upright to throw the ball, receivers who've caught it. I mean, just so many people to embrace. And last but not least, a lot of coaches who called a lot of passing plays.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there at second down.
You look at this Bears defense.
They've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 3.
Seven, our score after 1. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Yellow.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
A first down carry for Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yellow, go.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Mechie, the man in motion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes.
He'll get this complete to Worthy.
And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Harrison Butker for the Chiefs field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. To throw, it's Williams.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
To throw, Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Running right, this is Evans.
And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a 1st down.
Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
There's a short one caught by Loveland.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Off the play fake, it's Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Throwing is Williams. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And the Chiefs are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
2nd down and 6 now. Mechie, the man in motion.
Hey, 43.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Mahomes going to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Yellow. Hey, 43.
Mahomes to throw once more. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball, has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
This is 2nd and 8.
Yellow.
Duvernay in motion.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Attack, attack!
Mechie, the man in motion.
Now it's Mahomes again.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And that is no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
They'll run on first down with Evans. Down to the 22-yard line.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6.
On the screen, this is Evans.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Open man, he finds Komet. Touchdown, Chicago.
A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Santos with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball.
They go play action. Now Mahomes.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Pass complete to Moore. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Back to throw again. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air, Williams. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
To the air once more, Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Second and 10. They'll try the left side with Evans. And a lane slowly materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Back to throw. Williams. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Here comes the Bears punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. On play action, it's Mahomes. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
At the Bears' 25-yard line.
Mahomes takes it himself. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
Well, I liked it. Just take the snap, burrow forward, pick up the few inches you need for a first down.
And defensively, I don't think they were expecting that. They looked a little surprised in the middle.
Yeah, a little bit wary there, weren't they? Because that can be a throwaway down where maybe you go play action, fake it, and try and get something big. But instead he said, forget it. Let's just get a first down and start a new set.
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip it.
And will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. John Mechie from 19 yards away. And the Chiefs have retaken a third-quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
And they're on the 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan. Here's a diving catch right side. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those like mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your toughness. That explains your toughness right there. Because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Williams. Pass caught by Burden. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 38. To throw once more, here's Williams. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
What is it? Hey, volunteer, volunteer.
Out of the gun, a give to Evans. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Can't we score?
Oh, what was that? Are you kidding me?
A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Williams. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Play action. Now Williams. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Williams. Quick throw there is incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Williams. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. He's at it again. Charles, he had the pick-6 last week. Not a pick-6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Yellow.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 of the 12. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
This 2nd and 4.
Yellow. Hero 15. I go off.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where... And he is in! Touchdown, Kansas City! Touchdown, Derrick Henry!
With now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Chiefs will add to their 4th quarter lead.
Butker on for the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Williams looking to do it himself.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Williams.
Evans has it left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Bears, 1st down.
Williams going to look to throw again. Open man down the field. That's Burden.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Bears, 1st down.
Looking to throw is Williams.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
There's no rest to my shutting down. Whenever I get your money up, and leave what I got for money down. I'm betting the odds on all of us. I do it for all of my people now. Put that on everything that I love.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's a run by Evans.
Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. The Bears on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. That is caught. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Mahomes going to throw. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete.
Just nowhere to go with the football. He was forced to put that one into Lake Michigan. I think his receivers have to do a better job of working free, because he didn't have anywhere to go at all on that play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Now Mahomes. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Open man is Mechie, and he's got him. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. They'll go up the middle with White. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Rashad White, 35 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
How about the vision on the run here? This one's intended to just be a straight dive up the middle. But once he gets through traffic, he sees that the open space is to the outside, so he's just going to angle himself out wide and win the race to the pylon.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down.
And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Know yourself, know your worth. My actions been louder than my words. How you sold, but still sold down to earth. Wanna do it, we can do it on the turf. Oh Lord, I'm the rookie in the game.
What is that?
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time is